Good morning. I've had 3 coffees. I'm amped up. I'm ready to go. This is another commentary, another Q&A with you guys on Twitter. And again, I want to show some appreciation with the feedback. You guys seem to be appearing to like these videos, which is great because I enjoy making them. So let's break right down to the questions. We got our first one from our friend Hobo Jim. He asks, what is your favorite console, or favorite console ever, question mark? Well, hands down, the best console, in my opinion, mainly because I had so much time with it, would have been the Xbox 360. I can surely see that this new Xbox One will be my next console of choice, but we've only had it since, what, November, right? So, you know, as far as longevity, the 360 was my console of choice. You know, there's going to be games coming out. There's going to be stuff that comes out for this Xbox One that, you know, sure it's comparable to the PS4 or they're both pretty much the same machine, just, you know, different options here and there, really. But as far as a gaming machine, I'm loving this Xbox. I like the layout of the main screen, like the home screen, you know, all the apps that are integrated with it, how it's integrated with Windows. Great system. There's a game I'm really kind of looking forward to. It's that Tom Clancy one that where there'll be proximity chat, which is something we don't see a lot of. You just hear room chat, but you don't actually hear proximity chat, and that was kind of one little aspect that I think these machines are going to be able to give us as far as a better gaming experience. So great question, Hobo Jim, thank you. Next one comes from Mick Radley. As a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up? Well, as a kid, I wanted to be a rock star. That was my dream. I was in quite a few bands. I played locally. We had a giant sort of a barn in our backyard where we filled a bunch of band equipment. We used to go to the bars as a younger person, and we'd sort of tell everybody we're having an after party kind of thing, and we'd bring people over, and there was 3 or 4 of my good buddies at the time, and we ended up playing for all these people that came to this after party. So it was pretty sweet, you know, and that would have been my dream as a kid, would have been to grow up to be a rock star. So hey, I'm not saying dreams can't be possible, but as you can see, I'm playing Call of Duty and doing a commentary. I'm no rock star. So thanks for the question, Mick Radley. Next one comes from Dark Enderman. What's your favorite video game of all time? Well, that is a tough question. I would have to say that, of all time, the one game I've probably put the most into would be Battlefield. I know that's going to create some, you got Call of Duty gameplay, you've got this and that. I like video games, but on a whole, I've said it in the previous videos too, that, you know, the Battlefield series has been something I've stuck with almost virtually since the beginning. So, you know, the gameplay in it, the ability to just, you know, do so much in the game is what I enjoy about it. You know, Call of Duty is restricted to just you and this dog that just died. So, and many other things. It's a great game, just difficult to sort of work with. I'm still getting used to the new controller and all that stuff for the Xbox One. So, you know, it's a work in progress. So, great question. Thanks, Dark Enderman. Next is Jay in Reverse. What is your favorite song and why? Well, I grew up in the 90s. being on the west coast of North America, there was a big phase back when I was younger, and that was the grunge era. And favorite song, obvious. I mean, there was quite a few bands that came out at the time that were really good. My go-to band as a younger person was Nirvana, and I guess I can't really pick a favorite song, but I can tell you that the influence that group had on me as a younger person, still carries on to this day. And I mean, I'm well into my 30s now, and I was in my late teens, I guess, when that sort of came out. So, biggest influence, best group in my opinion. These are all just my opinions. Don't be hating. Greatest influence and really a changing name in music would have been Nirvana for me. So there you go. Hopefully it's not really exactly down to the, hey dog, quit squeaking. You're squeaking. What are you squeaking for? My dog's squeaking. And lastly comes from Mr. Han23. Any thoughts on how well the competitive scene of video games like fighters and shooters are doing? Well, I know they've certainly taken a solid incline as far as programs being available now, like Twitch, for instance, where you see a lot of, if you go to Twitch, predominantly a lot of them are fighters and shooters that are on there. So in my opinion, again, I would suspect that the shooters and fighter games are actually doing quite well. I know there's been a lot of flack with this new Call of Duty, but there's stuff coming down the pipe here that's going to, blow us all away. Titanfall is going to be the next big shooter, I believe. That's really going to take us kind of to the next level, with the mech warriors and that sort of thing. So as far as the competitive scene, I would say there's certainly, with the integration of Twitch and all that stuff being part of the new consoles. I'm not sure if it's on the PS4, but I know on the Xbox it is. Live streaming is going to be the next generation of style of gameplay. So hope that answered your question, Mr. Han23. And again, I thank you guys for following me on Twitter. If you haven't followed me yet, it's at DeadSense. That's with a 3, just like you see on the screen there. And again, we'll keep these Q&As going. It's a great little way to communicate with you guys directly, and that's mainly why I created my YouTube channel. Mainly why I've enjoyed doing this to this point. Well, I came in second place, but not a big deal. Whatever. And lastly, I was asked on Twitter to ask you guys a question. So my question for today would be, what band or person in your youth has influenced you to where the person you are today? I think that's a great sort of starter question. So thanks again for the ideas. Thank you for the feedback. And we'll catch you on the next one, guys. Have a good day. Peace.